Hey, good morning, everybody. Jeremy here, and I wanted to talk to you about mindset today. And that's going to be a common theme in a lot of my videos. That's something I'm really big on teaching, on living, getting your mind right, because the mind is what affects what comes into your life, right? So, when you're thinking about a success mindset, one of the things, so here's some of the things that I thought of for a short video we can talk about of where you want to get your mind right. Number one, if you're starting at the bottom, if you're starting off with nothing, or you're starting off with a lot, the first thing you want to do is take stock of what assets you have currently. So for instance, when I was 12 years old, I started cutting lawns for my neighbors. That's how I made enough money to buy my first car by the time I was 16. So what did I do? I took stock of my assets. Hey, we got an old lawnmower in the shed. My dad said I can use it to cut the neighbors' lawns. Let me go door to door, see what they can, see if they're interested. Hey, it worked. I got 4 or 5 lawns to mow, making some good money for a 12-year-old. It was a big success. My assets were an old lawnmower, energy, and health to be able to do a service. And sometimes that's all you have. Another thing, when we started our carpet cleaning business, it started off as a janitorial business. So what assets did we have? We started with nothing. So our assets were hard work, elbow grease. Went down to the dollar store and bought some chemicals and started cleaning people's houses. It didn't take a lot of money, but it took a lot of energy. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of our physical assets. So you got to take stock of where you're at currently. What assets do you have? Do you have some money to invest? If so, you might have a different kind of business in mind, a different kind of way to propel your success. You might have enough money to start purchasing investment properties. That's where we're at currently, where we're using our assets to buy investments. So where are you at now? How can you maximize those assets? Another part of your mindset that's important is having goals. If you don't know where you want to be, then it doesn't do any good to do anything else, right? You've got to have a target in mind. If you're just shooting baskets and there's a backboard but there's no goal in basketball, then how are you going to score, right? You have to have a goal in mind. And it doesn't mean you have to be super goal driven like some of these guys that are telling you to wake up at 4 every morning and drive yourself hard for 20 hours a day. No, it's not necessarily that, but you do have to have something that you're shooting for, right? That makes getting up exciting. It's going to give you that extra energy you need, that extra push, and it's going to keep you in the right mindset of, and not to get down like, oh man, I'm not hitting my goals, because we can go there too. If you're success driven, you might get to the point where it's very depressing to have goals sometimes. Sometimes, I like to write my goals twice a day, every morning and every night, but sometimes I just need a break because I almost get depressed that I haven't hit some of these really lofty goals that I've set for myself. So, but goals are important. Goals are what drive you. Goals are what get you out of bed and excited every morning. Maybe to do a job you don't love for a while until you hit that next goal, that thing that you're shooting for. Next thing is positivity. It's important while you're trying to reach your goals. And just in life in general, it's so much more exciting when you're around positive people. Because how are you going to be a positive person if you're always around somebody complaining, always around somebody negative, always around somebody that hates their job, that hates their family, that hates this, that hates that. You go to a restaurant with them, they complain about the food, they complain to the waiter, they want to send it back. Everything is a complaint, everything's negative. It's hard to stay goal-oriented. It's hard to take stock of your assets. It's hard to be successful when you constantly have that negative, because we all have that negative thing in our mind, that negative track that runs all the time. But if you're around other people that are voicing that all the time, wow, it's really hard to stay positive, because it's hard enough to manage your own moods. It's hard enough to manage the way you act. But if you're around other people that are making it harder for you, they're always reminding you about those negatives. They're always saying, man, life's so rough on us. Life's so tough on us little guys. We'll never make it. The rich get everything. It takes money to make money. All those sayings that you hear that aren't success sayings, they're sayings of why you should stay broke, why you should stay poor. And you have to change that mindset. And to change that mindset, you have to change that voice that's going on in your head. But it's going to be really hard to change the voice going on in your head if you have outside people always feeding that to you as well. So a big point of staying positive is watching who you're spending time with, monitoring who you're spending a lot of time with. If you start feeling, some people just have this energy that will drain you. I've been around people and I've told my wife, I don't know if we can hang around them anymore. Every night when I come home after hanging out with them, I just feel drained. I shouldn't feel that way. Some people like pump you up. Some people that I hang out with, I'm like, man, that was fun. I can't wait to see them again. My energy's good. I'm having all these thoughts. I'm having all these, hey man, I want to do this. I'm inspired. I want to take action. I want to do this. I want to do that. And those are the kind of people that are exciting to find in your life. And they can be hard to find. I'm not saying it's easy. Sometimes you go long stretches where you can't find those people. And sometimes you have to make a really conscious effort to build your own tribe of people that inspire you, that motivate you. And that doesn't mean they're all rich, but they can still add things to your life. Are these people that have a great marriage? Are they people that know how to have fun and in a positive way that's going to make you feel good about yourself? So there's all kinds of things you want to look for in the people that you're spending time with, but definitely not people that are negative, that are dragging you down, that are making your energy come down to a low level. So today, let's work on your mindset. I know I work on mine every single day. This isn't something you're ever going to accomplish and be like, done, mindset finished, let's move on to something else. This is a daily practice, especially for me. I don't know if I'm more of a worrier or more of negative than most people, but I don't think I am. But this is a daily practice for me to keep my mind right. And I think it is for you too. So take stock of your assets, set some exciting goals that are going to pump you up to get up in the morning, and stay around positive people. Try to keep your mindset positive. And if you do all those things, I think you're going to have an easier time building a positive mindset. And in future videos, we're going to go over mindset more. Like I said, this is a huge subject. This is a never-ending subject, but I think it's an exciting subject, an important one that people don't spend enough time on. So I hope you all have a great day. Keep your mindset positive, and I will talk to you next time.